Hello everyone, this is Wild Bio, and today I want to explain a simple concept in wildlife management called mark and recapture. First off, what the heck is mark and recapture? Mark and recapture is one of the methods wildlife biologists use to measure the number of individuals in a certain population where it is impractical to count every individual because that population is just way too big. It'd be very meticulous to count every single individual in that population, whether it be a large group of snails in your backyard or a colony of rabbits. This is the equation that wildlife biologists would use to estimate the number of individuals in the population. N is what we're trying to find out. This is the most important thing in the whole entire equation. N. That's what we're trying to find out. M is the number of individuals captured and marked. So when we set up a trap for the foxes, and the foxes are trapped, that number of foxes that are trapped is going to be M. After we trap them and mark them, we're going to let them go and we're going to let them mix in with the population. And then we're going to make a second trap, and then we're going to capture them again. And we're going to take the total number captured the second time with and without a mark. And then once we get the numbers for all the foxes that are in the second trap, we're going to see how many individuals have a mark on them. We're going to take that number, and that's going to be R. Once we get M, C, and R, we're going to plug that into the equation, and we're going to find N, and hopefully it is super close to the original population that we come up with. So for this experiment, you're going to need a whole entire patch of land, fences to keep the animals in because you don't want them to run away. This is probably the most important thing on the whole experiment right here because you need them to stay inside. Secondly, if you're not playing like a flat Earth like I am, and you're playing like a normal world, you can still do fences as long as you do your best to keep the foxes in. Then you'll need fox spawn eggs, of course, chicken spawn eggs to attract the foxes, some sort of name tag with a mark on, like with a name. You could do anything you want, honestly. It doesn't really matter as long as you have a mark on it. As long as you use it to mark the animal, excuse me. You also need oak planks, oak slabs, oak fences, bucket quill, and maybe a grass block if you mess up. Now it's time for the trap. First you'll need to make 4 blocks like this, and then go out by 2, and then down by 2, and just do that all the way around the 4 blocks. Next, you go up by 2, make 2 slabs, break those 2 blocks, and then surround the platform with the slabs. 2 reasons why we need these slabs is to protect the chickens from jumping out, and also to protect the chickens from the foxes jumping in. We don't want either of those. We don't want the chickens getting out, and we don't want the foxes getting in. They will interact later when we break these, so we could start counting, but we want time for the foxes to be trapped first before we start doing that. So next, you need to spawn your desired amount of foxes. As long as it's above 20, I recommend above 20. Maybe even 30, honestly. It needs to be a high population. That's the whole point of the equation anyway, because you're trying to find the population of a large population. So anyway, I'm going to do 60. I'm going to do around 60. And make sure you spread them out evenly around the whole entire plot of land. So I'll be back in a jiffy. After you spawned in your desired amount of foxes, Now it's time for the trap. So place your chickens inside the trap. They won't get out and the foxes won't get in. They're going to jump inside the trap. With this amount of foxes, I'd say you usually wait about 20 seconds, I guess. But we already got a lot of foxes, so we're just going to go ahead and dismantle the trap. Okay, this is a good amount of foxes. Next, we're going to take our fence and we're going to separate them into 4 quadrants so it's easier to count them. And now we're going to count them. My original population was 60, so I'm going to write that down first. And then we're going to try to find M, which is going to be the number we're going to find out right now. Okay, so I counted 23. And I made sure I double checked just in case. Now we are going to mark them, mark all of them, make sure they're all marked. Okay, perfect. Now that they're all marked, we're going to let them go. And we're going to let them combine with the rest of the population. Okay, for the next part, you're going to need to go into survival mode. And you're going to need to run around and chase the foxes all the way around the plot of land just to get them mixed in with the rest of the population instead of staying in one spot. Okay. I got them all mixed up now, and I'm ready to set up the second trap. So I got my eggs ready, and it looks like there's already 3 in here, so that's good. So let's go ahead and just place the chickens inside. And wait about 30 seconds. Okay, so we got a good number of foxes in. They jumped in a lot, holy cow. That was a lot of them. I did not add any. They all just jumped in because the trap is super effective. Okay. This one's going to be a little more difficult, so I'm going to get some signs out. Because there's just so many. And I'm just going to place a sign with the number of each quadrant. And then add them all up to get C. So... Okay, so I have counted 31 individuals in this whole entire trap. So 31. Now I should define R, which is recaptured. So I need to go and look for how many are recaptured with the mark. Okay, so I've searched around and I have found 12 individuals that have been marked. So I wrote down 12. Now we're going to put that into the equation. So which is n equals m times c divided by r. So we do n equals 23 times 31 divided by 12. And I'm going to punch that into my calculator. Whoa, holy crap, that's really close. I got 59.416666667. I'm gonna be picky. That's what it was. That's how many sixes there were. Doesn't really matter what's after the decimal, because we are literally spot on. That's very close. That's super cool. That's about it. That's how you do the experiment. Please like and subscribe. I just started this channel and I'm super excited to use this platform to help teach others about the exciting world of wildlife biology, and even for people to give me some tips and tricks of their own. Stay tuned for another video in the future. Thanks so much. I really appreciate you guys. Again, please like and subscribe. That'd be amazing.